welcome back to the Fight Pit, ladies and gentlemen. You know how we do it every single week, bringing you that good MMA combat sports content. Today, we are happy to welcome back one of my personal favorite people in the entire world, the current Karate Combat heavyweight champion and UFC veteran. Please welcome back Smiling Sam Alvey. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. How you doing today, Sam? How's life treating the champ?
Feeling wonderful. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. I can't complain, man. Getting to wake up and do this, I couldn't ask for anything more. This is a dream come true, and thank you so much for joining. Like I said, just one of the... I've never met anybody that's not a Sam Alvey fan. You're just the coolest dude. You are a hell of a fighter, it turns out. And the current reigning, defending Karate Combat heavyweight champion. How have things been for you post Karate Combat 48? How's this post fight week been for you?
It's great. I've gotten to eat again. I had such a good camp, such a good diet. Like it was just beautiful. And now the fight's over, and so I got to eat again. I give myself a week to eat whatever I want, just make it so I'm sick of food, so then I can go back to my diet a little bit. I was feeling pretty sharp in the fight, so I think I'm going to start dieting a little bit earlier now than I would even usually.
Was it that was going to be one of my questions too, was the favorite meals of Smiling Sam, but was there without giving away too much, was there a difference in your preparation for this camp compared to others?
No, not really. I was just really disciplined with the diet. I had a little extra time since I broke my foot in my previous fight, and so I couldn't do anything. So I had to be real disciplined with what I ate and what I was allowed to eat, because I knew I couldn't do the cardio like I needed to. So I got in the weight room as soon as I could. My foot was broken, so my upper body, I could lift anything I wanted. So for 2 months, I just lifted. And then my foot got better. Then I started back on the treadmill, started back doing everything else. But it felt really good lifting everything.
There you go. Yep. I know that it's got to be just so like frustrating being tied down with an injury or something like that, not being able to move and not being able to. With most martial artists, I found that it's quite the frustration when you're not able. You just are forced to just sit and just heal and just wait.
Yeah, you're supposed to, anyways, and it's no martial artist does. Like I was supposed to do nothing. I was supposed to be on crutches. I was supposed to be in a boot, and I wasn't. I never used crutches. I rarely used a boot. I just walked slower. I was all right.
I promise I won't tell the physical therapist or the doctor or anything too. We'll make sure we block them from this video. Smiling Sam, TKO win over Antonio Arroyo in the 4th round. Fantastic fight. So much fun to watch. You're always entertaining, but just the buzz and everything coming into it. The previous fight was a no contest, so technically still undefeated, 3-0. Wins over Antonio Arroyo, the always awesome, one of our favorites, Ross Levine, and Adam Ramos. Now, how great did that feel? Just share your thoughts on that going into the fight, knowing that the last one didn't quite plan out the way that we hoped. How great did that feel to get that firm finish in that one?
I went into this fight incredibly confident. Coming off the headbutt no contest that I had, 20 minutes before the fight, I broke my foot backstage. Terrible. It hurt so bad. I went out there, I did what I had to do. And with that broken foot, I still beat him until he headbutted me. Going into this fight healthy, I mean, I could move, I could catch him when he decided to run, I could do whatever I wanted. I was so confident. I knew there was nothing he was going to be able to do to me, and it turned out I was right.
It did. That was, if you guys haven't watched it, like we always say, Karate Combat, you guys check them out. They're on YouTube. Go back, watch all of them. I believe all of them are still available to rewatch. So go back and watch that one. Very fun one.
So Karate Combat loves it when you use their stuff. So I put my whole fight on my YouTube channel as well.
Good to know. I post a lot of their stuff. I'm one of those those niche nerds who follows every single organization, every single discipline. And shout out to President Awesome, all the karate combat people that I've met that we've had interviews with. Everybody has been fantastic. President Awesome, you're the man. He's always been great. He's always had, awesome interactions with me on social media and stuff. Doing big things. One thing I wanted to get your thoughts on too, since we're on the subject, the Pit series having the influencers, having the grappling tournaments, having the a wide array of combat sports that he's mixing in there. What are your thoughts on everything that's been going into the mix on this? How do you feel like that's been kind of helping to boost karate combat?
The influencer series, I think they're doing a great thing with that. You're younger than I am, so you might not remember this thing called bum fights. It was all over the YouTube a while back, and it was, you found bums and you made them fight. Winner gets $100 or something. It's just two people that aren't fighters fighting, and I love watching it. It is so much fun watching these guys, and then getting to know some of the influencers. And knowing that since they know they're going to fight, them starting to train a little bit, them putting in some effort to get ready for the fight, and then fighting somebody else doing very similar. It's just some of the fights are so much fun. And then because they're influencers, they have a personality too, which is something many fighters are lacking. And these influencers have that personality where they'll go out there and they'll express themselves in more than just punches and kicks. And I just love it. The grappling series, it is so boring. I wish they would do away with that. Or some fights, they just put it at the beginning of the card, like as people are getting there, they'll have the grappling. Do that. You use it for content. You can sell some pay-per-views or whatever, because Aljo is fighting on the undercard, or grappling it. But to put a grappling match in the middle of a card is...
It does kind of slow down the momentum a little bit. Does kind of put a little bit of a speed bump in the way things are rolling. Especially, you get some exciting knockouts, get some good fight of the nights, and then you got to slow it down a little bit.
I love wrestling, I love jiu-jitsu, but of any MMA fight, it's the boring part. I mean, as much as you can love, look at the transitions, you would much rather watch somebody stand up and bang.
Very true. A little bit biased, being, I prefer the striking arts. I always equate the grappling arts to things like, baseball or tennis or stuff like that. Awesome to do. Hate watching it. Can't stand watching it.
Black belts in jiu-jitsu don't like watching jiu-jitsu. It's just, it slows everything down so much.
Right. So I take it, though, we won't be seeing Sam Alvey in any grappling series anytime soon.
I'm a prize fighter. If they want to give me money to grapple, I'm in.
Hey, there we go. There we go. I love it. Keeping it on the subject of heavyweights, there is a lot going on with the heavyweights in MMA lately. I was just interested in your thoughts, being that you are a UFC vet. Have you been paying attention to the landscape of the UFC heavyweight division very much?
It's so cool to see Tom Aspinall as the undisputed heavyweight champion.
It is. Congratulations to him, man. And that's, we've been very high on Tom Aspinall here at the Fight Pit for quite some time, and to see him finally, solidify his undisputed status, that's quite the accomplishment. And hopefully we can see interim champ John Jones come back and be able to unify at some point.
I don't think it's going to happen. Jones is looking for a way out, and I think Stipe is his way out.
I can't argue. I do my best, to always be respectful to the fighters. But with all due respect, Tom Aspinall is a tall task, man.
Yeah, he's good. He's good enough everywhere, and he's big. Like John Jones is a fat heavyweight, and that sounds insulting, and I don't mean it that way. He's just not 265 pounds of awesome like Aspinall is.
Aspinall, he's a rare breed. Rare breed, man. And that was just being able to do everything that he's done in such short average fight time, which isn't very rare for heavyweights, but to do it every single time out, to do it in title fights, to do it in number one contender fights, do it every single time. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
If in your opinion, if Tom Aspinall did get his wish and he got a heavyweight tournament between Jones, Stipe, Aspinall, and Pereira, who do you see coming out as the undisputed champ in that?
It would be Aspinall. Pereira, I've been proven wrong, but I stand by it. Pereira is the most overrated fighter or champion in the UFC. I've been proven wrong. Like, he wins every damn fight for some reason, and people just refuse to shoot on him. He has no wrestling, no jiu-jitsu. People just, I'm going to go stand with that guy who knocks everyone out. It's a great idea. It's ridiculous. Stipe would have given everyone, a run for their money a few years ago, but he's over 40. He hasn't fought in 4 years. He's just not. I couldn't imagine he's the same animal that he was years ago. And then John Jones would out-wrestle Stipe and out-wrestle Pereira and probably out-wrestle Stipe. And then it'll come down to Aspinall and Jones. And I think Aspinall will catch him.
I can't disagree. That's hopefully we get that all ironed out as soon as possible. I wanted to. We had a question from one of our FightPit fellow FightPit members, Gage. He had a question. He wanted to know, how do you, being that you are a man of very solid faith, he was interested in knowing, how do you keep your faith so strong in the profession that you're in, especially with, the current social climate, and being that, you're in a very violent profession. He was just interested, how do you stay so strong in your faith, sir?
I realized what I should have been in life, and it was not a fighter. I've only had the life I have because someone chose it for me. I was a band nerd. I liked lifting weights, and I was a band nerd. And I turned into be one of the most successful fighters that's ever lived. And none of it was planned. I didn't know about the UFC until probably 3 years after I started fighting. It was just something I did for fun. Something opened the door, pushed me through it, and I had some success with it. And it's so easy to just look back on what I've done and look at what I'm currently doing, where I'm living, who I'm with, and just think, dear God, that there's a higher power at work through me, with me. Now I've just got to make sure I pay it forward, make sure I use whatever success I've had to help others do the exact same thing.
Amen. Beautifully put. I agree. Yeah, you got to believe in something. You got to believe in something, man. And I can attest. Been a lot of times in my life I probably shouldn't be here right now, but the fact that I'm here, I'm getting to talk to the heavyweight champ. I got somebody or something looking out for me. So
yes, sir.
It's a beautiful thing. We definitely need more of that, especially in this day and age. So keep doing what you're doing, sir. We appreciate it. The one that I wanted to ask you about the food, if you had like one specific like favorite meal. I was thinking the fight camp, the post weigh-ins, and post fight. Is there a specific meal anywhere in there that you are dead set on, just target lock, like I can't wait until I get to this point so I can eat this meal? What is Sam Alvey's perfect meal?
So post weigh-in is always pizza. I've fought around the world. I've been to 43 different countries. I have done everything everywhere. And after every weigh-in, we go and find the best pizza place we can. Actually, the week of the fight, I go and find the best pizza place. And then after the weigh-in, I go and eat there. So I've had pizza around the world. I have loved every slice, and that's my go-to. Post-fight, it's cereal. If I get a box of cereal, I'm all over that. That's just it. And there are a few things on this planet as bad for you as any cereal, and so that's just why it's so good. Yeah.
True. Is there a one signature cereal of Smile and Sam?
I go. You should see me tear through it after the fight. I go through all of it. I make sure to get some Captain Crunch though. I make sure to get the Crunch Berries in me.
Crunch Berry, classic. Can't go wrong with the Crunch Berries. The last thing I want to ask before we get into the either ors real quick. I always do this with everybody, especially the pro fighters. You are, and also, so you're 38, correct?
Yes.
I'm 35, and this is like something that I think about a lot, that I try to ask myself. And so I've lately started asking everybody else this. At 38, as the karate combat heavyweight champion, everything that you've been through, what is the number one piece of advice that you would give to, say, like 20-year-old Sam Alvey, if you could?
Shoot, I still train similarly. I've maintained that level of discipline from the beginning till now. The beginning, it was just for fun. Now it's for a living. The diet is an important one. It's not. I didn't know how to cut weight at the beginning. It was just I'd eat less and work out more, and there are better ways of doing it. And now I know how to eat. I can still eat 2,000, 2,500 calories a day and lose weight doing it. That's something that I try and teach all of my students, everyone I work with, everyone I come in contact with, is how you should be losing this weight.
Very important, very important. We know, I'm sure you can remember back in the good old days, people just completely stop eating and just going about it the wrong ways, go in and look like a skeleton, look like a zombie when they get on the scale. So very important, guys, make sure you're losing weight properly. And Sam, excellent career that you've had. Fantastic highlights, everything to watch. You're one of the greatest, one of the just overall best people in the game, and it's always a true honor to get to sit and chat with you and catch up. I'm gonna run through this either ors real quick. All it is just random either ors. You can say which one that you prefer. You don't owe anyone an explanation though, so feel free to drop whichever you like right off the bat. Summertime or wintertime?
Summertime.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Yes. One punch KO or head kick?
One punch KO. I don't even know. It doesn't matter what the other option is.
I love it. Mitt work or bag work?
Bag work is so boring. I'll go mitt work. Mitt work, you have a conversation with your mitt holder, with your coach. Bag work, you just sit and hit the bag. It's like cardio only, or it's not even cardio. It's just calorie burning.
And bags don't hit back. They don't make.
Yeah. It's just sometimes you get a podcast on or something, but you just get so bored doing it.
I agree. Good one. Bacon and eggs for dinner or steak and potatoes for breakfast?
I'm taking bacon and eggs for dinner.
Oh, yeah. 100% on that one, by the way. A left hand from prime Alex Pereira or take a right hand from prime Dan Henderson?
I'm taking Pereira. Hendo hits harder.
Yeah?
Yeah, 100%. I guarantee you Hendo hits harder.
You know me. I'm the, nonstop, lifelong Dan Henderson fan, guy. I can't ever get anybody to agree with me on that one. So
100% Dan Henderson hits harder. I've not been hit by Pereira, but I've not been hit by anybody that comes close to hitting as hard as Hendo.
You guys heard it. You heard it from the source. Early morning workout or late evening workout?
Early morning workout. There's even science behind it. The older you get, testosterone levels are far higher in the morning than at night. You'll get a much better workout going at night in the morning. I have heard most fighters say the evening ones because they don't like waking up early. Oh, I'm a morning dude. I get my second workout done by like 9 a.m. every morning.
Yeah, that's why you're the champ. Eat whatever you want and never gain weight, or train as much as you want and never get injured?
I'm going to go with the eating one. I want to eat whatever I want.
Yeah.
Love
it. I love it. Do you have, real quick, do you have a, favorite movie? Is there anything like...
Yeah, The Greatest Showman.
The Greatest Showman? Is that, can you kind of describe that to everybody real quick?
You don't know? It's Hugh Jackman. It's the circus people. What are the names? Ringling Brothers? No, it's Hugh Jackman owning a circus. It's a musical. I absolutely love it.
Really?
Yeah, I love musicals. My top 3 favorite movies of all time is The Greatest Showman, The Matrix, and Moulin Rouge. 2 of them are musicals. Yeah.
I did not see that coming. That's awesome. That wraps it up for us. I appreciate you so much, Sam. I'm gonna have you hang on with us for just a sec while I end this recording. But everybody, you guys are always appreciated for tuning in and watching and keeping us rolling, giving me a reason to be here every week. You guys have seen a lot of wonderful people here in the Fight Pit. None better than Smiling Sam Alvey. You guys make sure you go follow him on Instagram @SmilingSam. Sam, is there anything that you would like to plug? Do you have? I know that you're doing a commentating gig coming up here soon. Anything else we'd like to throw out there for you?
Yeah, no, just follow me on the social media and stuff. I've got a new shirt brand, Tougher Than Smart. For available now in TikTok shop. But TikTok, YouTube, I'm growing quite a bit right now. I'm just doing as much as I can to interact with the fans.
That's the way. That's the way to do it. And you guys, Karate Combat 48 was his last fight. When the next one gets lined up, of course, we will make sure that we let everybody know. But until then, subscribe to the Fight Pit. Subscribe to Sam Alvey. Do you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, Smiling Sam on everything. I think my name's on your screen there. I spell it wrong, so everybody make sure you get it right.
The way that Sam Alvey spells it is always correct. Always correct. Make sure you guys follow Smiling Sam, subscribe to Smiling Sam, the Fight Pit. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sam, you are the best. I appreciate you. We will always have a spot here for you. Thank you for joining us again, sir, and I wish you the best.
Thank you very much, sir. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
You as well.